Easy people, welcome back to my channel. Sorry we haven't been active this week on here. We had a little bit of a break. Obviously the big 6 shows twice a week. The international break came up, so we decided, a few of the lads were going to go on holiday or they were going to do other things. So we've just had a little break. This is a little video about the transfer window. Obviously, for me, beginning of the season, with Aguero going, my priority was a striker. We didn't get one in. We signed Jack Grealish, 100 million. Great signing for us, you know what I mean? Everyone in England was raving about him in the Euros. So everyone was buzzing how he was playing. Everyone wanted him to play. We've signed him, 100 million. It's a lot of money. But that's what it takes, you know what I mean? He's young, he's fresh, he's got a lot of potential. He started the season well for us, you know what I mean? He's scored a couple of assists. He's been playing out wide on the left. So yeah, he's been a good signing. But what a mad window it was. We just got Grealish over the line, and we're expecting to sign Kane. Obviously, there's a lot of these press people and these in the know people going on about what's going to happen and this, that, and the other. I'm one of these where, you know what I mean, you've just got to wait till the clubs announce it or something concrete is shown on the TV, someone boarding a jet, someone landing in a country, something like that. Then you can start getting a bit excited. Then Harry Kane comes out and says he's staying at Tottenham. Fair play, you know what I mean? Pep mentioned that Daniel Levy never opened the door to talk. But listening to Pep's tone, I get the feeling he was a little bit disappointed. I think he had his heart set on Kane. He's not your typical Man City striker that we go for, i.e. being young and sell on value and stuff. But I think Pep just needed that quick fix. Sergio went. I just think he thought, get Kane in, guarantees 25, 30 goals. Let us push on. Anyway, it didn't happen. And then the madness of the madness, Lionel Messi's deal to Barcelona falls through. We've got Grealish over the line. Messi, a few years back, was a knocking bet for us. You know what I mean? With the Barcelona connections at City, you could only see Messi come in one place. Pep Guardiola on the phone, Tixi Bugastine, Ferran Soriano getting on the blower, talking to him, getting him over here. You could see it. You could see it happening, you know what I mean? But we just signed Grealish. So Messi was totally out of our plans. As far as everyone else was concerned, Messi was going Barcelona. We switched our sights elsewhere. We got Grealish over the line. We're going for Kane. He turns it down, wants to stay at Tottenham, or Levy turns it down. Whichever one happened, doesn't matter. Then Messi becomes available. So then you're thinking, hold on a minute. Do we go for Messi as a striker? Not for me. He's not a striker. I know people say, yeah, he can play anywhere. He's Messi and all that. I get that. But, he's getting on a little bit now. He's not a striker. So Messi goes and joins Paris. So, wow, that comes out of nowhere, So they've signed Messi. Fantastic. So we're all scrambling for a striker, you know what I mean? We're talking about maybe can they go and test Haaland, 150 million? I mean, if you're paying that kind of money for Kane, you've got to have gone in for Haaland, but I don't think we pay that money for Kane. I don't think we pay that money for Haaland. I think City's got a wage structure and something that they stick to. And I think if they break it, it can open up a massive can of worms. We have seen this week contracts being handed out. Edison, new 5 or 6 year deal. Diaz on a 6-year deal. They're trying to tie up Foden. Things like that. Last time I've seen that, it's a way of moving the money about a little bit. You can drop a player's wages, but give him an extra couple of years on the contract, so you can spread it out a little bit. I've seen that happen before with City. I think they did it with Aguero a couple of times. So yeah, we started to dish out the contracts. We've still got no striker. Then all of a sudden, out of left field, Ronaldo. Now, contrary to the AFTV clips that you've seen of me going, yeah, forget Ronaldo, we're going to sing this and sing that. Yeah, we was going to do, because I said he's never going to sign for City. But if he does, the meltdown over at the Swamp would have been immense. Immense. You've already seen Saeed calling him a snake. You've seen them United fans burning shirts. Anyway, I think the agents played a blinder. United's had to react. In my opinion, if they didn't react and sign him and somebody else signed him, them Glazers would have been finished because the fans would have rioted. So they've done a good one. They've signed Ronaldo. You know what I mean? They've brought it back to the Premier League. They've sold loads and loads of shirts. The protest has been forgot about. You know what I mean? And one thing I'm going to say, all these Man United fans that DM me, yeah, saying, oh, you're always talking about Man United and all that. Listen, don't be so precious. Because for 20 years when we were shit, yeah, and you was winning European Cups and that, you was talking about us. Every other song that you sung about had City in it. And you had a banner hanging in the Stretford End laughing at how many years we hadn't won a trophy for. So don't get it all twisted and think we're talking about you. We're actually taking the piss a bit. Because 7-8 weeks ago, you're breaking in your stadium with your green and gold scarf on and your zebra pants, telling everybody that the Glazers need to be out. And then they've rolled you over, tickled your bellies, signed a few players for you, and now you're queuing, yeah? Queuing outside that very stadium you was writing in to buy replica shirts from the shop and line the Glazers' pockets. So if Manchester City did that, you lot would have banners from the stadium. You'd be calling us small time, tin pot plastic, yeah? So at the end of the day, take it on the chin because we're taking the piss. We're the champions of England, yeah? We've got a better team than you with Ronaldo. We've won how many trophies in the last 10 years? You finally fixed the roof and there's no rats on your pitch. So the blue side of Manchester's pretty good at the minute, yeah? So you can have your Ronaldo and we see in May because we know you've won the transfer window cup because you signed Ronaldo. We know you won the We Beat Man City Cup because you beat us in the derby that meant fuck all. And we know that you've got the most undefeated run in the Premier League of away games, but still won now. So you can have them, yeah, because we're the Premier League champions. We've got gold badges on the shirt. You haven't. And we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Anyway, just to get that out of the way, yeah, good luck to Ronaldo at the Swamp because you're going to need it. Because the Ronaldo that left years ago is not the one that's coming back. And the Man United he left years ago is definitely not the same place he left years ago. So good luck with that. But anyway, on to my man, Pep Guardiola. So we didn't get a striker in. We didn't get Ronaldo because we never went for him. So don't listen to these people. We never went for him. It's never happening. You know what I mean? Pep Guardiola's not going to come out and say, we didn't go for Ronaldo because it's disrespectful to Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Whether you like him or not, he's one of the best players that's ever played the game. So to say you're not in for him is disrespectful. So I think City played it right. You know what I mean? We did what we did. We didn't get our target, which I think was Kane. And, you know, people pushed United down a road they couldn't get back from. So they had to do it. So they've got him. Listen, he's a fantastic player. And I'm excited for the season with them getting him as well and Sancho and stuff. So, yeah, there's no excuses for them now. The pressure's on. But some City fans were messaging me saying, Steve, we've not got a striker. What do you think? I mean, and I said, without a striker, we won't win the league. And then we scored 10 goals in 2 games at home. And I'm sat there and I'm thinking, Steve, you should know better. You know what I mean? Pep Guardiola's Pep Guardiola. Last season, we started bad. The press writ him off, said he was finished. Yeah. Sky Sports did the poll. Manchester City not going to win the league. At Christmas time, we're 9th. Then we go on the run and we win the Premier League. So this season, we started off poor at Spurs, but we bounced back. We got 2 5-0s, Norwich and Arsenal. And it's put us in good stead. Ferran Torres is looking sharp the last game. You know, I was a bit worried about his movement. Is he going to do it on a long season? I do think he's going to have games where he's going to be non-existent. I do think that. But we look like we've got the options to switch it. Look like we can play Sterling. Look like we can play Mahrez. You know, he can look like he can. He's got one or two different options he can do if he wants it. So all I'm saying to the City fans is this: trust in Pep. We've done it before. We'll do it again. We've trusted worse managers than fucking Pep. Let me tell you that. We've trusted Alan Ball, Frank Clark, Phil Neal. You know what I mean? Big Brian Orton. You know what I mean? We trusted them guys. We backed them. Howard Kendall. You know, and it ended in disappointment. So let's back the manager that's won us the trophies. You know, if he says we're all right, we're all right. You know what I mean? There's a lot of positives to go forward with. Another little place in the transfer market where our hand was forced a little bit. Left back. Obviously, we know what's happened with Mendy. Innocent until proven guilty. But it ain't looking like he's coming anywhere near that Etihad ever again, which leaves us light at left back. But then my mate pointed out to me, he said, Steve, we've been light at left back for the last 3 or 4 years with him because he's been injured. True story. So we've got Zinchenko, who I think is going to be number 1. And I think we've got Cancelo that's going to play there as well. You know what I mean? I think he's going to swap with Walker every now and then. Sometimes he'll play right back, sometimes he'll play left back. So left back, I think we're all right. We're covered. Laporte can play there in an emergency. So yeah, I think we're covered. We've been linked with Theo Hernandez today, the left back, the French kid from Milan. He's a good player. He's a great player. He fits what we're about on that left side. We'll have to see what happens with that one. Like you say, I'm not going into it too much. I know that City don't panic buy. They don't rush out there and get these players on a whim, and then we end up with a squad load of players we can't move. So left back's something I think we've just learned to live with. Manchester City just, you know, we just build left backs out of whatever we've got left in the squad. So yeah, that's a mad one. And then the Brazilian kid, Kai. Obviously, we signed him Fluminense. He's a young, hot talent. He's came on the scene in Brazil. He's ripped up a few trees, done some good displays. Very, very tricky, pacey player. Apparently, then we activate his clause a little bit early and we bring him over. So he's currently in Portugal in quarantine, and him and his family are coming to England, and he's going to train with the first team. The thing is with that happened with Gabriel Jesus. Pep thought he was ready, brought him in. He proved he was ready in training, and he's never looked back. We also signed Matinho and Diego Rosa last season, both Brazilians, one from Grêmio, one from Fluminense this season. Matinho's gone to Troyes. He was deemed not ready. He's gone to Troyes. And Diego Rosa, he was loaned out to Lommel, which is our other team in Belgium. So he's obviously classed as not ready. But the fact he's bringing Kai in now makes me think he's got something about him. So Kai coming in, 18-year-old, Brazilian, tricky, bit of pace. If Pep wraps him in a bit of cotton wool and we're playing these games where we're winning 5-0, 4-0, and he can bring him on for 10, 15 minutes, let us get his feet in the Premier League, you know, we could have a little gem on our hands here. So all I'm saying to the City fans is don't panic, yeah? Trust the system, trust the manager, trust the chairman. Khaldoon came out and said, you know, we're going to do stuff. So let's just be patient and see, you know what I mean? If we was to go in January and test Dortmund for Haaland and get him, then wow, we'd be all over the moon. But look, yeah, we've got Leicester coming up at weekend. I'm going to do a match preview for Leicester. I can't make the game. I'm on holiday. But I've given my ticket away on the Instagram to a young boy that couldn't make the game. His dad couldn't take him. I don't think he could get him a ticket. So he's got my ticket. So the young lad, Arlo, is going to go and enjoy the match on me. So I'm looking forward to him having a game, getting a game with his dad away, seeing what that's about. Leicester will be a tough match. It will be. They've had a bit of a whacking off West Ham not long back. They've not started the season great. I think they're there for the taking. but I'll leave the Leicester preview in my next video. But I just wanted to thank everybody who's on the Instagram. My followers are going up a lot. We're running a couple of competitions on there for a Grealish shirt. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, get over there and have a look. Thanks for all the comments. I am trying to get back to everyone. It is tough. I'm not technically minded. So my tech man Saeed has to help me out. But, you know, most of the people are respectful. The ones that aren't respectful, I'm just going to block because I ain't got the time for it. You know, I try and message everybody back. I try and interact with people, Man United supporters, Arsenal supporters, everyone. And at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. Yeah, I'm a Man City supporter since 1989, and I'm coming on here and I'm saying how it is. I'm not having any other YouTubers talk down to Man City like we're a piece of shit, slag our fan base off. It ain't happening when I'm around. You know what I mean? And this community on my channel is for the City fans as well, and people that enjoy watching Big Steve. You know what I mean? Well, that was my take on the transfer window. United's made the more promising signings, I think, more than anyone. The pressure's now on them to deliver. The pressure's on Solskjaer. City have now bounced back from the poor start Spurs. The left-back problem, like I've explained, I don't think it's really a problem. The striking problem, when you've scored 10 goals at home in 2 games, doesn't look like a problem, but we'll see. And yeah, Leicester this weekend. International break now. Can't really get into it after the Euros. England kick us in the teeth again, so you feel a bit flat. But return to the Premier League, Saturday, Leicester, we've got to win. So all the Blues out there, like, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and any more ideas you want from me regarding videos, anything you want me to do. If I can do it, I promise you I'll do it. If it's mad technical, I can't do it. I'm learning, so bear with me. So everybody, thanks for watching the video. Trust in Pep, trust in Caldoon, trust in Man City. Come on the Blues. Big up Man City. Let's beat Leicester weekend.